doing practice, and he's like, dang, I don't know if I've ever had a guy like this before.
On 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. You heard the final whistle. That means the postgame is ready to roll. This is Green Bay Game Night, powered by ESPN Wisconsin. Live from the Gruber Law Offices One Call That's All studios in downtown Milwaukee. Alongside Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher and former Badger and Packer Gary Ellerson, here's Emmy Award-winning Homer.
Yes, it is Green Bay Game Night. The Packers win 27-6. I know it says 13, but it was 27-6. That's how dominant they were on the Detroit Lions. Mark Tauscher coming up in a little bit, Gary Ellerson as well. But we'll hear first from you. It will be called the overreaction to Game 1, because that's what they say when you say division's over. I will be shocked if the Packers don't win the division. Is that an overreaction? No. That's the result of watching this game. And the players the Packers have. And how did anything weird happen in this game? They didn't really have any offense in the second half, and they still won 27-6. The defense is potentially that good. So, yes, call it. Some will. They'll just be wrong. It's not overreaction. The division is over, which is the most important thing. The coaches won't say it. Players won't say it. But anybody watching it, you will be shocked if the Packers don't win the division this year. All right, who's been waiting the longest? Jeff, you're on Green Bay Game Night with Homer and eventually Mark Tauscher. He's at the game, and I'm sure he's on assignment. Yes, Jeff.
So you think Tauscher's put a few back before he's coming on the show?
No, he's doing a million other things. Mark Tauscher Enterprises has a lot of other responsibilities. No, he's not.
Okay. So these are my thoughts about the game. The overall thing I liked the most, Homer, was they looked incredibly physical, and that was the biggest noticeable change.
Would you say offensively or defensively, or are you talking mostly defensively, or maybe not?
No, I would say both, and the reason why I'd say both is because their offensive line, especially in pass protection, just really controlled the line of scrimmage. So, but yes, it was more noticeable on defense just because of all the guys that were pursuing the ball. So, anyways, it was a great win. Anything in terms of things they could work on, I think Luke Musgrave could work on staying on his feet. And other than that, I thought it was a great victory and a great way to start the year.
And do you agree and join my club that you will be shocked if the Packers don't win the division?
I'll join your club, Homer.
Wait a minute. I don't want you joining the club like that. Sure, I'll join the club. No, you got to be united in the club. We don't want you in the club.
All right, Homer. Oh, come on, Homer. You can't do that to me.
You don't want to be in the club. Admit it. You're not ready to join that club yet. You think it's a little early. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a long season. But I was very impressed with how much they controlled the game physically. That's the number one thing that I thought.
They didn't even play that well. Did the Packers play that well? And they still, again, the score was 27-6. You can say whatever you want.
No, I mean, no, they didn't play. I mean, the offense was pretty inconsistent. You're right. They didn't play a complete game offensively. I did think they played a fairly complete game defensively.
Yeah, sure. I would say the first half, they just put a whooping on the Lions.
They did.
And
Love looked in control.
Yeah.
Love looked in control. He had all data pass.
They didn't even run the ball, and they still put a whooping on him.
They did.
Yeah.
And they stuck with the run in the second half. Mm-hmm. It's the only thing I'll say is it's a little frustrating when there was 2 or 3 times where all they need to do is pick up a yard and they can't do it.
Yep,
but,
good point.
That's important. But anyways, great game, and Homer, thanks for hosting this every week.
You
really
bet.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for hosting. 1-800-990-3776. Jason, Mark Tauscher on assignment. He'll be on in a few minutes. Yes, Jason, you're on Green Bay Game Night.
Homer, I'm going to overreact beyond you. I think this is the first time in 15 years, I think we have a defense that can get us to a Super Bowl. A Super Bowl, not just the NFC North. We've won plenty of NFC North. That defense was dominant today. That you can win a Super Bowl when having one side of the, that's just dominant.
Right. You know the Homer history of Super Bowls in Green Bay is going all the way back to Vince Lombardi. They have never won a Super Bowl unless they were first or second. No, first or second in points given up, other than Lombardi's last year when they were third. And anybody old enough knows the Packers were very fortunate to win the Super Bowl that year. But again, when people in 2010, they were second in points given up. They've been in the top 10 a few times. But yes, you're basically saying this defense is good enough to be first or second in points given up, and that means they're good enough to win the Super Bowl.
And Homer, we had a difference maker that was acquired, Flowers to Goody, and that unlocked Devontae Wyatt, who had a sack today. Van Ness looked like a legitimate player, and Gary might even have a top. Literally, they have transformed the entire defense with that trade. I mean, I know Tosh has loved Goody forever. This is by far the best move since Reggie White. I'm not as old as you, but I'm close. It's that good.
Well, and again, not only the deal, but what happened. Like, it turned out that Charles Woodson was very huge as well, but nobody wanted Charles Woodson. There was no way at that point. It was the dude. This was just similar to Reggie White in terms of the level of player that you're getting, and it's way more actually, because with Reggie White, all you had to do was give him money, and if they had to give up those choices, I don't think they would have done it. So there's just no history of this other than John Haley. You got to be really old. The last time they did this, it was horrific.
No, let's not talk about it. But Mike is also 6 or 7 years younger than Reggie. We're getting Micah in his prime.
Correct.
We didn't get Reggie in his prime.
Yeah, we did. We did get Reggie in his prime. You got him in his prime. But anyway, you're right. He was older.
More than most people. Yep.
By the way, my man, Edgerrin Cooper, 12 tackles, 8 solo. Yeah, but he missed one where he should have had was that early in the game? He missed it. Cost him like 15 yards on a run by Gibbs. So.
No, Williams ended up stepping out of bounds because Cooper was there, but he did miss him. You're right. But Cooper and Parsons, when we had athleticism on the D like that, we just never have.
Yep.
It's so exciting to watch.
Do you?
All right.
All right, take care. Bye. 1-800-990-3776, Green Bay Game Night. Mark Tauscher coming up. Let's take a break so that you'll have time to consider. The division is over. You will be shocked if the Packers do not win the division. That is not overreaction. That is appropriate reaction to what you saw. Next.
More Green Bay Game Night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S. And they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Boda Box Wine Line, 800-990-3776.
See what he does this time. Love from the pocket to the end zone, and Kraft has it for a Green Bay touchdown.
The Green Bay Packers defeated the Detroit Lions 27-6. The final was 27-13, but that's just fiddling and diddling. They beat them in a manner that 27-6 is the appropriate final. Joining us now is Mark Tauscher. For those of you new to Green Bay Game Night, this means the opening comments from Mark Tauscher. If he wishes, he can go an hour long.
Nope. I'm guessing the excitement level in the stadium today was incredibly high. There's a lot of blue and Honolulu blue floating through, and I think they don't know what hit them. And I think they found out today that this is a new era and a different style of football than what they saw the last couple years, and the result obviously was different too. So the excitement, I think fans are probably just chomping to get on the line and talk about how excited they are, because this team today, the defense, they didn't give an inch. They suffocated and made Jared Goff look incredibly pedestrian. And you're only thinking this is going to get better and better. So I think for all Packer fans that were, excited, and then when Micah comes, everybody's excitement. Micah, I don't even know how many snaps he played today. Very minimal. Mm-hmm. But the impact, and I think the impact that he had, but the impact that his presence on that defense. When's the last time you saw a defense look like that. Attack, 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 attack. All day. That was impressive. And I think everybody watching it, you're now looking at this, and this has a chance to be, for the first time in a long time, a defensive-led football team. Think about that. All the quarterbacks, all the years we played, it was usually quarterback-driven. It's not saying Jordan Love's not, but this has a chance to be a defensive-led football team. When's the last time we said that? I can't remember.
Been a long
Pretty impressive.
time.
That is my opening statement.
Oh, all right. A couple of follow-ups.
Okay.
Do you believe?
Do you agree? First off, do you agree?
Yeah, with everything. Yes.
Okay, that's great. I love that.
I don't know that it's a new style of football. I wanted to ask you that because in the first half, when they put the whooping on the Lions, Packers didn't run the ball at all.
No, I'm only talking. I'm only talking about the defense.
Oh, okay.
Like the offense, we kind of, I think a lot of us thought it was going to be a struggle offensively, just because of, I think it was better than I actually anticipated. Because of all of the injury and people, Jordan being out and the receivers being out. I don't know what on earth we were expecting. Like, this wasn't going to be guns blazing, rockets taking off. This was going to be, let's figure some things out. Let's find a way to score enough points. And you lean on your defense, and the defense held up more than what I think anyone expected. Because Detroit, I don't know the stat, they scored 20 points in how many games. They were a juggernaut offensively. They didn't look. I don't know what their solution to this is going to be. And if that's the Detroit Lions doing that, what on earth are these other teams going to be doing? So I'm not going to get like, oh, my God, this is because it's the first game. But there's always overreaction. But what I will say is this defense looks different. They are taking ownership of this football team. And that all happened, I believe, when Micah Parsons came in. I think everybody else looked at this and said, there's a belief that we can be dominant. And today, even with Micah playing limited snaps, that defense was as dominant as we've seen in the Matt LaFleur era.
It was definitely a defensive-led team today. There's no question about that.
Well, that's all we can listen. That's all we can go off of is today.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: I don't think did anyone come in here and think that this defense was going to hold Detroit to what they did. I didn't think they'd score a ton of points, but I thought they would, do more than what they did. And if you watch, Jared Goff never felt comfortable. Last year, when you were playing these teams, quarterback felt comfortable way too much. All that 4-down rush and all of this other talk that we had, ain't any of that after today. Now, you have to build and do it again and again and again, but the starting point for where this group is so far ahead of where it's been in the past. And I think that's Jeff Hafley being here, getting his system in play, but the talent and the development of that talent, I don't know how anybody cannot sit here and say that they're super excited about this team, because this is what you're looking for when you have a defense that can do this, and the offense is just getting started. The offense is nowhere near where it's going to be as this season goes. And the defense is, if the defense can set this, if this is their starting point, let's go. Let's go.
All right, my follow-up was, how much do you think Detroit missed their old offensive coordinator?
I don't think that's the storyline today. If that's what Detroit wants to say, I think it's...
I'm not saying it's the storyline, but what percentage do you think that factors in?
I don't know if I'd give it a percentage. Did it affect them? Yes. We all said the whole offseason that there's a transition that goes. You don't have the same rhythm. You don't have there's just a lot of things that a coordinator knows about his players, his quarterback, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and they don't know that. They play. I don't know what they did in the preseason, but there's no way anybody is going to expect that to just, you don't snap your fingers and say, oh, we're good now. There was going to be some growth, and Detroit will be a lot better the next time we see them offensively. But for today and what we saw, the thing I'm most excited about, and I said this all week on our show, the Detroit Lions were the bullies in the North. They bullied us. They were more physical. They would talk about taking us out to the ocean and making us drown. I'm going to tell you something. We're swimming great. They're fluttering on Lake Michigan getting home.
They got bullied.
They got 100% bullied.
Yeah.
And it's always fun. I kept saying, and I always forget his name from the Christmas Story. Scott Farkas was the bully, right? And everybody was tormented. Oh my God, it's Farkas. Well, you know what happened today? Ralphie said, I'm sick of Farkas. Blank Farkas. And he just said, we're going to punch Farkas in the mouth, and we're going to do it over and over until we throttle him.
Levi.
I don't know. That's the game. That's the game I saw. I don't know about you.
Levi, Sean, yeah, everybody saw it. I already have my what people will say is overreaction, but I'm going to hold off on that until
What's your over? Whoa,
No, we're going to wait. We're going to have you talk to the callers.
Hey, no.
You want mine?
Know I like it.
I will be shocked if the Green Bay Packers don't win the division. I will be shocked.
That's not a bold take.
After one game?
I mean, listen, Detroit's, I still respect Detroit. I think Dan Campbell, all of that is going to be good.
Are you
They're
willing
to be
say
a good
the
football
same?
team.
You'll be shocked.
I
if
said
the
all
Packers?
year. Yes, listen.
You
when
never
Micah
said
came
you
to
would
town,
be shocked if they didn't win the division prior to today.
Matter of fact,
I listened to your show.
I can't. I have said that they should be the favorites.
That's different than you'd be shocked if they didn't win the division.
I'm not going to say, okay, maybe is that where you're taking it?
Yes.
I'll say
that's
this.
How confident
I don't care what happens in Minnesota and Chicago tomorrow. There ain't going to be anybody that looks better than what we did today.
Right.
And now there's a process, but this group and this team, right now, yes, I would be very disappointed if they didn't win the division. And you can overreact. This is a really good football team. This is a really strong roster, and they're just scratching the surface. That's the excitement part.
I want you to explore that. But Levi, Sean, Charles, and a cast of thousands are waiting to talk with Tausch. That's next. Green Bay game night. The final score was 27-13, but the real score was 27-6. The Packers putting a whooping on the Detroit Lions. You're on with Tausch next.
More Green Bay Game Night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Homer here. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching the game from your backyard, every fan knows great moments deserve great vibes. Swing into Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan. Just across the Wisconsin border, they offer a full line of high-quality, clean-green, certified CBD products designed to help you relax, recover, and recharge no matter the season. Higher Love is organically grown, locally owned, and proudly one of the best in the Midwest. Visit them in Menominee or explore the full CBD lineup at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at WishFest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the WishFest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Whoa! What are these? Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Available in 2 great flavors. Cheesy garlic or pepperoni. Both delicious. Screamin' Sicilian doesn't play around. They're fully loaded breadsticks that come in their own bakeable tray.
Dang! Woo! These are next level. Are they the main course?
Nah, just the appetizer. Find Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Bring the party. Bring the flavor.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale. They take those values to heart with every person the Pella team works with. It's natural to feel a little apprehensive about having someone visit your home, but take it from me and my wife. The brilliant Pella designers immediately put you at ease with their experience and professionalism. We love that initial visit, along with how easy they made it to envision bringing our project to life. Pella is committed to being the company everyone wants to do business with, and they've certainly lived up to that and more. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car? Better start looking. But you've got this, just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See AssociatedBank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Balaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
His Goff's being chased by Parsons. Look out! He's got him! His first sack as a Green Bay Packer.
Yes, it was. What is this, day? I think day 11 of Micah Parsons with the Green Bay Packers. It is Tauscher's time. The Packers won, as I stated again, 27-6. That's the whooping they put on the Lions. The final was 27-13, but that was just fiddling.
I mean, Homer, the points count. I mean, it's not like...
Not really. Not to me.
No, they do.
No, it's 27-6.
You'll forget. I guarantee you'll forget.
What?
You'll forget that it was 27-6.
What is a more appropriate final score for the game? That's what I would ask you.
27-13.
All right. Levi, you're on with Mark Tauscher.
Hey, how about the
Levi.
Packers, huh? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, my goodness. That was very, very, very awesome performance today, especially by the Packers defense with Micah Parsons. Man, when he chased Jared Goff, I was cheering at my parents' house. They told me not to be too loud, but I couldn't contain myself when he had that sack on Goff. That was huge. But I thought also, Tausch, today that Lucas Van Ness had a good game today with a half a sack he had, too. I think it was in the first half or whatever it was. But it just feels good to. This was a huge statement win to start the season, guys.
Totally agree.
So, yeah.
So,
you did pretty well
Levi,
on the
thanks.
radio. Yep,
Levi, thanks for the call. I think Levi hit that really well because, to me, it was a beautiful day here. Packer fans, other than the Jordan Love, a couple of ill-advised throws, I guess you'd say. What are you going to complain about? Protection, awesome today. Run game, okay. But defensively, this was, if you draw up what you're looking for today from a Packer fan standpoint, what else do you want? Homer, what else do you want today? If you're leaving Lambeau, everybody's smiling.
Short yardage.
Yeah, I mean, there's always little things. I'm talking big picture. What else would you want from this crew?
Nothing. They showed me that I believe it's an appropriate reaction to say, I will be shocked if they don't win the division. I actually said that the division is over. I mean, they have to play it. And
now that's strong.
Anything's possible, but the division is
that's
over.
Strong. It's not over.
Well, it is.
Are they heavy favorites? Absolutely. Over. It's one game. I mean, it's 16 games left. A lot of stuff can happen. But if they play like this, you ain't talking about just division. Start talking about a lot bigger stuff.
Well, then I won't go there yet. But
it's way too early.
Division's over.
No, if it goes well on Thursday night, I don't know what I'll be spewing Thursday night on game night.
I look forward to that. All right, let's get Sean. Sean, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, Tauscher, hey, Homer, great game. In your opinion, could the Packers win with Tommy DeVito in the Super Bowl? That's how I feel after today. That it doesn't matter who's on the offensive side. The defense is so good. We could win with anyone at QB. Malik Willis could even do it at this point.
I won't go that far, no.
No, I'm not going to go that far either, but I think the initial point that Sean brings up is perfect. When I said this is going to be a defensive-led team, you still need good quarterback play. And Jordan Love obviously is a good quarterback. You're not going to rely and need Jordan Love to be some superhero. You don't need him to do the things that we asked Brett and Aaron Rodgers to do. If this is the way this team is going to play, and I don't have any reason to think this isn't what they want to do, play great defense, be suffocating. And Detroit, to their credit, I don't know, what did they end up with, 1 turnover? There are opportunities for a lot more. When you start playing poor teams and worse offensive lines, what do you think is going to happen? There are going to be more opportunities. And you're going to just see you get a lead, and the defense, there's so much. Offensively, kind of back to that first point, offensively, some huge third down conversions. The game, you get that great start, and all of a sudden, it's just the energy in the building is high. There was so much great stuff that you have to be excited about. And defensively, I think just the suffocation that they did was obviously top-notch, and that's why I think everybody is so excited.
Let's go to Charles. Charles, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly. We never agree on everything. I say the appropriate score is 27-6. Tausch says 27-13. Take it away.
Hey, the Kings of the North are back, baby. They must have forgot. The division comes through GB. Right?
After today, it does for sure. Listen, I said this earlier. The Lions earned and deserved to have the respect that they have. They have taken the North, and they've taken it in a big way the last couple seasons. But that doesn't do anything for this season.
Shout out to Parsons, Van Ness, Wyatt, Gary, Cooper, Quay. I can go on and on. Just a phenomenal game.
Let's hear it.
I couldn't have asked for anything more. I don't remember the last time we won a season opener, especially by these margins. So just a lot to be excited about. Thanks for taking my call. Go Pack, go.
So going back to, and Homer, I talked about the Scott Farkas and the bully ball stuff. Detroit has won the last couple of seasons because they've been able to run the football and impose themselves physically on people.
Yep.
I just wanted to look. I was like, I wonder how many yards rushing they had today. Average 2 yards a carry.
Yeah,
22 for 46.
It showed when you have a good defense, one of the strengths is if you force the team to have multiple plays to score, that creates additional problems, like not being able to get in the end zone and having to take field goals. But running works if you've got some big runs and you're able to score. Otherwise, you spend a lot of time fiddling and diddling and getting only 3.
Well, because then I look at Jared Goff's stats, 31 of 39. Oh, okay. But it was dink-dunk city. There's no time to take shots. They didn't get shots on play action because nobody believed that they were going to run the football. So when you factor all of that in, Detroit, that's how they've won in the past. And Green Bay didn't allow them to do that.
Yep.
And that's the mark of a great defense is we're not going to let you do what you want. You're going to do what we want. And you know what we'll let you do? I'll dump it off to your tailback.
Underneath.
Dinky dunky. And that was, a dinky dunky day. And the dinky dunky ended up, you said 6 points. It ended up being 13. But we'd give them that all day. And then they have one penalty. You get a sack. And dinky dunky doesn't work because it's just too hard to go do it consistently in this league.
1-800-990-3776. They're still lined up. And we do, of course, have Flush It or Flush It the next break. Dog of the Game, our injury report, and Tito's. But next, more comments with Mark Tauscher. Green Bay game night, 27-13 the final, says Tausch, and the scoreboard. I say the whooping was more appropriately 27-6. How great is it late in the game when you have something that's controversial, you're not sure how it's going to go?
You don't even care.
You don't even care. Give it to him. It doesn't matter.
By the way, that was a whale of a catch.
It was.
I was actually sitting there, and I'm not in the point spreads and all that stuff, but that was one of those where you're kind of like, it's a whale of a play. Kid deserves it. Didn't matter, right? Game was over.
That's what it's like having a good team. That's what happens with good teams. It's over before it's over.
Yep.
Next.
That means there might be some early post games this year. That'll be great.
I am not in charge of that. That will be done by Tausch.
Yeah, well, there will be. I feel fairly confident.
All right. As you wish. Next, more calls.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. By choosing them, you're choosing a center focused on providing specialized care tailored to your needs. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free.
And their prices are more affordable than urgent care or the ER. And they'll send a full report to your primary care doctor. Why wait at the ER? Walk in to Ortho ASAP for faster, more affordable care.
Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals, to kitchens full of inspiration, to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Cardless Talk and Text Line, 800-990-3776.
consecutive games with a touchdown. Josh Jacobs.
Flush it.
We failed multiple times with bad ideas. I didn't know were bad till I realized they didn't work.
Or flesh it.
Yeah, that's one idea. Or we can work as a team.
Brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company. Business technology managed. Taking the worry out of your office equipment and IT needs.
Tausch, do you wish to add something as far as your partner, Gordon Flesh Company?
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Homer? I'm all about Gordon. It takes a team to meet just about any goal. That's true on the football field as it is in the office. Gordon Flesh Company has been providing cutting-edge technology for companies of all sizes. What a great number. For over 65 years. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Flush it or flesh it. The division is over. Over. Of course, it has to be played out, but it's over. To the point where...
No, let's flesh this. Let's flesh this out a little bit. It's not over. I mean, I don't know how you can say it's over. Now, do I think Green Bay is going to win it? Absolutely, I do. Do I think Lions fans walking out of here right now are thinking Green Bay is going to win the division? I think they do.
Did you just say it's over, even though you don't want to say it?
No, I said
it's over?
I believe it's good. I believe, but I know this league too well to know that saying something that blanketed after 1 week is crazy town. But my belief is that is what's going to happen. I'm not going to say guarantee like you do.
No, I'm not. I
would believe.
guarantee.
Like if you asked me, who would you bet to do it? It would be Green Bay. It'd be Green Bay in a big way. But that doesn't mean I'm going to guarantee it. I would say today's win and what that means and how it went, how they went about it. I think you could say a little ESPN indicator deal. You know, the little green and red thing that they always do.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put it at 70% after today.
All right, see, I view you as saying you're flushing it, but you're actually fleshing it. But that's for everybody else to decide. They're waiting.
Where would you put it? You're going to put it at 100%?
No, but...
What are you putting it at? You said guarantee.
I did not guarantee. I
What
said
did you
it's
say?
over.
Yeah, well, isn't that
shocked.
100%?
I'd be shocked if they don't win the division. No, I learned not to do 0%. I wouldn't say 100%. I would go.
I'm so
I'd
proud
go
of you.
90%. 90%.
I'm proud of you for learning that.
Well, I learned that from Mark.
Tried to tell you that for years.
Yeah. Oh. I'm coming. 90%. 90%. Oh,
all right. Okay. 90%.
And
good.
what's my 10%?
I mean, there's obviously injuries, and there's
But as you said,
let's not say Detroit's going to stink. Like Detroit's going to be hanging around.
I said that. I don't think.
But you obviously saw today that if this is what this defense is going to look like, teams that aren't as talented as Detroit are going to really struggle.
Right, and there's also the potential for other parts of the team to be better. Corey, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey guys, Corey Jones here in Rockville, Tennessee. Just want to first off say congratulations to the University of Wisconsin on beating my alma mater, the MTSU Blue Raiders.
Hey, Corey, you got to come with better than that. There's nobody in the state of Wisconsin who wants any congratulations for beating a team. They don't even know who they are, where they are, and the only reason they're playing.
But what I really want to get at, what I really want to get at is, Mark, what do you think on the ability when the offensive lineman went down today? And we just threw it right back in. When Tom went down and we threw it right back in and we just went straight beast mode on him. Man, like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, I listen to you every day, man. And I don't ever call in or anything.
Appreciate you.
What I'm saying is we've got the team. It feels a lot like 96, man.
Ooh,
and I've been waiting a long time.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm not saying that yet, but I'm going to tell you something. There are a lot of 96 guys in the alumni room just hanging around today. And those thoughts kind of crept because now the only difference, I think everybody felt like that offense was going to be a juggernaut. But everybody knew that
Corey.
defense
That was
going
a
to be
much better comeback.
No, I thought Corey's point there because I was not going to say that. And I'm still not. But I think you can start thinking about it. Because the talent. Now, there's some things that I think, you know, if you want to look at corner and depth and all that, but just from a getting after the quarterback, that team played downhill and created a ton of turnovers and was dominant. And if you're asking me when is the last time you felt about a defense in Green Bay the way I do now about this, that was the year I would go to.
Yeah.
Now, there have been good defenses. 14, obviously the year
was that good at the end of the year, but they weren't like that at the beginning.
Not even close, and that's why I didn't. But when you look at the beginning to end, you could look back and say that team believed that defense was going to be dominant and create a bunch of turnovers, and Leroy telling Brett, don't worry about making mistakes. Mm-hmm. This team could say, Jordan, don't worry about making mistakes. We got you. Then you couldn't say that about Favre, Rodgers-led teams prior to that. It was more, now, there were defenses that got really good. 14, obviously our year we won a Super Bowl. This team has those capabilities, but it's a long way to go.
Packers win 27-13. Jim, Kevin, Mike, and Sugar Free are waiting. And next up also, the dog of the game. Please understand that Tausch can go a little bit goofy on dog of the game. He likes to sometimes make it more complicated than it is.
I do.
But that was last year. It might be different this year.
No, it'll be the same.
We'll find out next.
It's not going to be different.
All right.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Are you sick and tired of sad, skimpy, frozen pizzas that lack toppings and flavor? Problem solved. Screamin' Sicilian brings the party to pizza with mountains of whole milk mozzarella, premium meats, and veggies stacked to the sky. No tweaks necessary. Just tons of toppings and amazing flavor. Just bake it, bite it, and let it rip. Mamma mia! Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian. Toppings piled high, screaming loud, always delicious.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
I take care of my bone health, so I remain strong and active as I age. You can too. It is never too early or too late to start taking care of your bones. Bones provide support to keep you moving. Maintain bone strength at every age by getting calcium and vitamin D in your diet and exercising regularly. Get on your own path to good bone health. For bone health tips, visit pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ. It's time for the Sit Mean Sit Dog of the Game.
You see these dogs in your front yard? Jordan Love. Dog. John Jacobs. Dog. Michael Parsons. Dog. Matthew Golden. He's a dog.
Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha and Milwaukee. Visit sitmeansit.com.
You gotta be the dog. And I'm like, man, we got dogs.
Packers win 27-13, and it was not that close. Someone mentioned that the key of the game might be the two-play touchdown they have that made the score 17-3. I would agree with that. The game was in total control from that period on. The dog of the game is brought to you by Sit Mean Sit. If your dogs don't always listen to you, or you ask yourself, why don't they listen to what I say? Look no further than Sit Mean Sit. You can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Mean Sit Dog Training today in Milwaukee or Waukesha to schedule a free consultation. Go to sitmeansit.com and check out their Milwaukee and Waukesha pages. Mark Tauscher, your dog of the game.
Whew. A lot of dogs today, isn't there?
No, there's only one.
I'm kind of torn who you're going to say.
Come on.
I mean, it's got to be somebody on the defensive side of the ball, right?
Yeah. Hey, when you're so good a dog that you make everybody else be more a dog than they've been, you're a Hall of Fame dog.
So are you going to go Micah as your dog?
Of course. It's not even close. He's
I'm
so
not.
good
So
a dog.
Hey, by the way,
even when he doesn't act as a dog because he didn't play enough, he makes other people be dogs.
Okay, so you're actually overreacting, which I love. So I'm just looking through the stats because, stats do matter. You can find a narrative to fit. But you know who took a lot of criticism over the years, the last couple seasons? Why is this guy, we're paying this guy this, and why is he not making plays? And right? You know what I'm talking about.
Quay Walker.
And you're looking at it, and I think your point's good.
Oh,
not
thank
great.
you.
It's good. Because Mike, I think when he starts playing, and he had a sack, he made play, and I don't know what his snap count was, but it sure felt like Rashawn Gary had a day, didn't it? In the backfield, I think he had a sack and a half.
Yeah,
got to be somebody on D. I was going to go Halfley just because where we're at, but I didn't want to be criticized by you as being like an out of the box. Not today. There'll be more days for that. Rashawn Gary to me had a good day. He's going to be my dog. He had seven tackles and a sack and a half. It's a good day.
Right.
My dog. The game is I think, going to have a monster season, Rashawn Gary.
Jim, you are on with Mark Tauscher, Green Bay Game Night. You can pick a dog of the game if you wish, but that's not really necessary. Yes, Jim.
Oh, boy.
Nicely done.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Well, what else? That's about all I can say. Homer, you're haranguing about, something way down the road. Can you simply guarantee me a win on Thursday? Number one, can you simply guarantee me a win on Thursday? And number two, is it accurate or too subtle to say that Parsons doesn't even shed blocks? He simply avoids them?
I will defer to the former player on that one. He is able to do that.
Listen, he's such a freak athlete. Do you want to get blocked? Like, you don't want to get blocked, right? So at some point you're going to avoid and do that. But Micah Parsons is a freak. And he is only going to get better and better. I don't think he's looking at how can I take on more. You're going to need to, and there's going to be games you have to do that if people are trying to pound the football at you. But great athletes avoid contact and go make plays. There's going to be times he has to. I don't know if that criticism or however you levy that, Micah Parsons is only going to get better and better.
Nicely done. Thanks for the call. Kevin, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, Tauscher, how we doing?
Doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Quite happy after the display we saw today at Lambeau Field. Mark, I'd love to hear about what did we think, or what do you think about the offensive line play today? There's one thing I didn't see, and it was flags flying on the O-line. I feel like we saw that all the time last year. This year, hey, we could not run the ball in the first half. That's okay. But the O-line was quiet. They were a quietly strong bunch. I'd love to hear what you think about it. I think you have some experience in that area.
Yeah, I just thought the protection, especially early in the game, when you're thinking, all right, there's some third and long conversions that they made. And, yeah, the running game, I think you're always hoping that it gets better and better. And it did in the second half. I think the O-line had a really good day. Protection-wise, and we're obviously going to be interested to see what happens with Zach Tom, and that's going to be something to monitor. But as far as this group today against the Detroit Lions, who, by the way, have kind of had our number, you have to look at this and think this was a heck of a day for us up front.
Yeah, and beat them in a way that Detroit beat the Packers. It may be one thing if the Packers...
In the past, yes.
But not today. All right, Rashawn Gary, all the stats on him. He had 7 tackles, 3 solos, a sack and a half, a tackle for loss, and 3 quarterback hits.
That's a pretty good day.
Yeah, he had the best numbers.
That's a woof-woof kind of
other
day.
Than Cooper, who had 12 tackles and 8 solo. But he didn't have as many categories, and he missed that tackle that cost him about 10 yards. If he'd made the tackle on Williams early in the game, he'd have gotten 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he gained about 5.
Can't do everything, Holmes.
No, you can't do everything. Tito's is coming up. More comments from Mark Tauscher. They're still lined up to talk to him. The Packers went 27-13. I believe a more appropriate final is 27-6, because that reflects the whooping and the dominance of the defense that existed throughout the game. Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Carl Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
With
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank. National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Cardless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
Would come up big in this game, and he has so far. Here he is throwing to the end zone. He's got a touchdown pass to Jaden Reed. Packers on the board again.
We should have more defensive highlights, but that'll work. Packers win 27-13. Mark Tauscher, 1-800-990-3776. They're lined up to talk to him. Mike in Fargo, you're on with Tausch. Let her fly.
Hey, great game. I just want to comment on a couple things. Number one, Jordan Love playing under center. I love that to start the game. We did that quite a bit and kept hacking away at the running game. But I'm kind of I sit behind the Packers bench, season tickets, and I'm kind of a body language guy. And, back in the day, I almost knew every time Favre was going to go score because how he ran out in the field and how he had everybody on the offense kind of juiced up. But this body language that I saw from Jordan Love the first couple series today, totally different from last year. He looked a lot, I don't know what I'm even trying to say. I'm just excited about it because that body language says a lot. And when I lost my train of thought here, a couple things to say, but and then Wicks was open on that touchdown pass that Kraft had, and he was wide open a couple times.
What a throw on that. Great catch.
Oh, yeah.
But that was tight
Great
coverage.
Catch.
That was big time.
But also mention the defense just on the sidelines. Once again, I know I'm not an NFL player like Tosh is, but just the watching the defense behind I'm just kind of on the south end zone, and just watching them, and it just seemed like the whole team was more a team instead of I don't know, some of the other years, kind of, I don't know, just kind of going through the motions, maybe at some point. But they looked, I don't know, they looked good as far as that goes. And I apologize, I lost my train of thought here. But the
all good.
Cooper. The other thing is, when last year I called in 2 years in a row when we snapped the ball with 1 second left. Nothing ever turned out good last year. This year we were up tempo, number one. And I think the key, really, a couple of keys to the game is, the Lions, we stopped them right before half, and they get a score there, and we intercepted. And I think Parson had some push up the middle also to kind of cause that for Evan Williams to pick it off. But they get a score there, and then they get the ball to start the second half. They're right back in there. And those two defensive stops at the beginning and the first part of the second half were huge. Another part of the game, and I think we went 2 or 3 times, maybe 3 times, or maybe even 4, almost 3 and outs. But, those special team penalties always knocked us back every time. And I know there's probably some different play calling there, but those special team crap has to get cleaned up, by Thursday.
Nicely done. Thanks for the call. 1-800.
Homer, there's always things to clean up, right? There's always going to be things to clean up. But, the body language part of that conversation, I think, is really there. You as a group and a unit, you want to make sure you're holding up your end of the donkey. Like, you don't want to be the weak link. What is that? You love that old show. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I do like that. I think it's important.
So the special teams, and when the defense is doing that, I think there is a time, especially with offensive-minded head coaches, that I think the defense feels, like they're maybe a little bit second tier. I think that's happened here. That ain't going to be the case this year. Not if this team's going to go where it wants to go. If things can go sideways like anything, but if that doesn't happen, this is going to be led by this defense. And when that is the case, your body language and all of those things, it's a heck of a lot easier to have great body language when you're winning. When you're dominating a team that's had your kind of eaten your lunch the last couple of years, and that's what happened today.
And it's okay also to be the weak link when you're still pretty good, because everybody's good and somebody's a little bit better. That's different than being the weak link when you are weak enough that you cause problems for the team. There's nothing the Packers did in any way. They didn't run the ball maybe early, but then later on they kept running and they ran it pretty well. I don't know. What was the weakest link today? I don't have one.
I don't know if there's a ton of things that you could really, pick at. I'm sure we'll do plus minus tomorrow on Wilde and Tausch, and I'll have to look because nothing really jumped out. The run defense was great. They didn't give up. I mean, the passing yards, a lot of it was just, like you said, dinky-dunky. I'm sure there's something, and I'm sure people will respond.
But if you have to work that hard to find it, then there is nothing.
Injuries, any of the injuries, and you just hope that that's always one thing you have to be concerned about. But I just think there's so much positivity.
Yeah, like Tito's. I need you to do a little Tito's. The team played like Tito's.
Oh, and it is beautiful. Everybody's enjoying Tito's up here. Tito's Handmade Vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason, distilled 6 times. Till it's just right. Tito's is known for great vodka, giving back, and doing good for dogs. Distilled and bottled by 5th generation in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
Sugar-free. Do I make him wait, or should we get him on before we break? What do you say, Tausch? He's waited 26 minutes, but he's gone over an hour before.
He usually was the first caller in the old days.
Yeah, well, let's find out why he isn't. Sugar-free, right, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Why weren't you the first caller, and let her fly?
I had a couple sugar-free pops after the game.
Oh, you wanted to call
I was at the game. I had to have some sugar-free pops. So, sorry, gentlemen. In the future, I'll get back on my streak.
Okay,
but
we need you back on top. Yep.
You bet. I told Homer, he asked me, well, what do you think about this team this year? I said right away 13-4. And minimum 13 wins this year.
Oh,
and I'll tell you, anyone, right?
Minimum 13
come
wins.
On. Right now, you go, right? Hey, Homer, Did I not tell you 13-4?
You did. I think you're wrong on that. Before now, you say minimum 13-4.
Right now, you go and bet on the Packers at 10.5 over. The over is easy. Go make some money.
Is it
right
still
now.
10.5?
Probably went up a game.
It was 10.5 when I last checked.
Okay.
Even if it's 11.5, go and grab it.
Okay.
So,
No,
and another
I like
thing.
it. Okay.
Another thing, my dog, I didn't think he was going to play. Jaden Reed.
Yeah, he had a day.
You know, everybody's stressing this defense. I get it. I understand it. But do you understand the weapons now? Jaden Reed, Golden, Wicks, Kraft, Watson to come in 4-6 weeks. I mean, come on. Look at that line. Look at how Jacobs performed in the second half. Yeah, this is a dominant team, so don't laugh at 13-4. So that's what I got, gentlemen.
13-4. Come on.
I'm going to tell you this. We all looked at this. Yeah, we all looked at this and thought if you get these first two, because obviously Detroit has kind of beaten us around, and then the Washington Commanders, they were in the NFC Championship last year. You get those two, this schedule gets kind of soft. It's going to be it's the most winnable part. All of a sudden, somebody in our bold-a-thon said 8-0.
Yeah.
2-0. Go to Cleveland, Dallas. No, you're going to have a hiccup or two. That's the only thing you can account for. But the end of the year schedule gets really tough again. But you know what makes the schedule a lot better?
Being really good.
Amen.
Yeah, amen.
Thank you for finishing my sentence.
All right, they're still lined up. More with Mark Tauscher. Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Wasn't doing anything different, wasn't trying to train for a marathon or compete in American Ninja Warrior, was just playing racquetball with my buddies, and that's how the injury happened.
That led to Achilles surgery and years of chronic pain for Will Burt, a patient at QC Kinetics.
There's always been tenderness and inflammation, and I had the surgery to repair the tendon, but it didn't repair my quality of life.
Desperate for relief, Will tried the natural biologic treatments at QC Kinetics, and finally, the pain was gone.
The good news is it's a solution without having to go under the knife, a solution that my body can kind of regenerate and take care of itself versus surgery, pain pills, rehab, and all that goes along with that.
Patients like Will are raving over the results. Call QC Kinetics today for your free consultation. Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Love, Jacobs, McKinney, Golden, and now Micah Parsons? This year's gonna be fun. Now's the time to set a game plan for your Green Bay and Wisconsin pigskin parties. This is Marie from Discount Liquor. We are your football party beverage headquarters. Whether you need an ice-cold keg, a bottle of your favorite wine, a unique craft brew, or hard-to-find liquor, we have everything you need, all at the lowest prices in town. Come see us today at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and on Barstow and Main in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings.
Wherever you're tailgating, we'll get you all set up with your favorite beverages. We're open daily 9 to 9 and Sundays 10 to 2. See all of our weekly specials at DiscountLiquorInc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit-style, thick, crispy, unapologetically screamin'.
It's a home run! But wait, is your roof ready for the big league storms? If your roof has more holes than a catcher's mitt, it's time to bring in the pros. At Avondale Roofing, we've been handling leaks, repairs, and full replacements with major league precision for over 30 years. And as a GAF Master Elite certified contractor, we bring top-tier quality and proven performance to every job. Whether it's a quick patch-up or full upgrade, our team steps up to the plate and knocks it out of the park every time. You're out! Don't wait till water's in your dugout. Call Avondale Roofing today and keep your home in the win column.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
The Packers win 27-13. It wasn't that close. It was basically 27-6, and then some play at the end of the game when the game was over. I wish to give the appropriate amount of credit to the defense, and that would be 27-6. Mark Tauscher, he opened with a statement, and now he can close with a statement because somebody sent to us, and again, we're on YouTube and also on Twitter. Okay, boys, calm down a little. And how do you, with your final statement, wish to respond to that, Mark Tauscher?
So here's the deal. I mean, yes, in the grand scheme of things, if you want to calm down, go ahead, if that's what you want to do. But you're a fan. You live for days like this. Like Packer fans, we've been really good for a long time. Today looked different. I think most Packer fans feel that. That's what I'm feeling up here. I mean, talking to fans walking out, talking to fans at the tailgate after the game. Why wouldn't we just be really excited? Why would we want to calm down? We can calm down if we get beat by Washington. We can get calmed down if Cleveland knocks us off. I don't need to calm down today. What on earth, if you're going to be a fan and love this, why would you be calm today? You got to calm down on Tuesday? Oh, the Commanders are coming. It's a short week. Go ahead. But in football, when we win, you get 24 hours to let it rip. And then you move on. So as a fan, I give you 48. Yeah. What's next? 72? You want 72? Take it. Because this group, it looks different. It just looks different. It feels different. And hopefully, we celebrated the 2010 team today. Mike McCarthy got a raucous ovation. He deserved it. It was awesome. That's been a long time ago. So all I'm saying is, you get a big win like this and you want to get excited about it, do it. And that is my final statement.
I do have one follow-up question. It'll be short.
Can you follow up on a final statement?
I can't, but I just did.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if there was ever, as a player, a first game, knowing that the full season's ahead, but how excited or what thoughts can a player have after one game? Then we're done.
I think you can feel like, boy, we're going to be really good.
Okay.
And I felt that way in 2001 or 2002, and I ended up blowing my knee out in the second game, so I didn't feel good after that. But we beat Atlanta in a dogfight in a real hot game here, and it was just like, man, I think we're going to be good. And then, for me, unfortunately, and then for the most part, you kind of feel your way and you kind of feel the season out. You could go. You don't have usually big. You can have a big statement win, like, oh, that was great. But this group, with where they're at and how everybody's feeling, it just feels different. Whether or not that feeling's going to be right, I don't know. But from a fan standpoint, and you want to be excited, I want you to be excited. Because if you're not, what the hell are you being a fan for? And that Hopefully you don't follow up. Hopefully you don't follow up again.
No, I just wanted to know.
You imagine that you're doing a debate or you're doing something, and you make this big, final, poignant point, and then somebody jumps in. Well, I got a question.
Yeah, if I got a really good one, I'm asking another question.
Well,
yes.
I'm still waiting for you to have a really good one.
Thank you.
That's
the final comment. That's it. Now that you could just drop it. All right, we'll get to your callers. Bruce and Gary, though, somebody was waiting and he gave up, right?
Cheesehead Bucky.
Cheesehead Bucky. Come on, you're better than that.
With a name like that, you can't.
Maybe he just wanted to talk to Tausch, not anybody else. Gary Ellerson coming up soon as well, and Jason Wilde. It's all next. The Packers win 27-13 over the Lions. It was actually 27-6 until some late minute left, fiddling, diddling, and an amazing catch. You're next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Our family loves when Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our home. And now football season has arrived, so try the green and gold Kringle. Traditional pecan Kringle and cheesecake Kringle topped with green and gold sprinkles. A crowd pleaser at any game day party. Order today at Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Easy to remember. Kringle.com or 1-800-4DANISH. Racine Danish Kringles, not just a treat, it's a tradition and the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale. They take those values to heart with every person the Pella team works with. It's natural to feel a little apprehensive about having someone visit your home, but take it from me and my wife. The brilliant Pella designers immediately put you at ease with their experience and professionalism. We love that initial visit, along with how easy they made it to envision bringing our project to life. Pella is committed to being the company everyone wants to do business with, and they've certainly lived up to that and more. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Cardless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776.
Packers win, defeated, dominated the Detroit Lions 27-13. I believe a more appropriate score. The Homer standings have them at 27-6. That's how good the defense was, and it was just some fiddling and diddling and an amazing catch at the end of the game that didn't mean anything. And they beat them by about a 27-6 margin. Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee has dozens of self-serve kiosks and over 2,000 square foot video wall. Family, you got to go see a sports any event. Go there. You just can't believe how great it is. Seating for over 200, full restaurant and bar, VIP deck and more. It's a sports betting paradise. Bet above the rest. It's a sports paradise and a sports betting paradise. The challenge is which one to use first. Joining us now is Gary Ellerson as we continue with Green Bay Game Night, and as is the case with Mark Tauscher, Gary Ellerson will have an opening statement. We do not have him just yet, so Bruce will get a chance to come on. Bruce, you are on Green Bay Game Night. Let her fly.
All right. Hey, fellas, I just wanted to say hi and say that you guys are doing a great job, and I wanted to talk about how Green Bay dominated in the trenches, and I really wanted to talk about how Jared Goff today, for the first time, looked really, really uncomfortable against Green Bay. And with the addition of Micah Parsons, you know, the defensive backs, Edgerrin Cooper, our linebackers, Hadley's done a phenomenal job with his crew. And just give big props to the offensive line for not giving up any sacks. There was a lot of hype about Detroit's defensive line. We won in the trenches, baby. I mean, it was unbelievable today. I was at the game. It was so loud, and I'm so happy for Micah and our team, and just what a great team win. And we all should all be on cloud nine. I'm so happy, man.
Nicely done. Thanks, Bruce. 1-800-990-3776. We do now have Gary. Gary was just warming up to get his opening statement ready. And joining us now is Gary Ellerson. He's on all the time, everywhere, with Leroy Butler, with Dennis Krause. Then he's on also at Potawatomi. You have to go. I don't know where you can go and get all the different situations, places. Is there Gary Ellerson Enterprises? Where do you go? Is that it? Or you put it on Twitter last week. Look it up under Gary Ellerson on Twitter, and he listed all the different places you can follow him regarding the Green Bay Packers. Your first of the year opening statement, Gary Ellerson. Take it away.
Well, tonight you can find me with Steve the Homer True. Right?
Yes.
And that's all people need to know tonight.
Tonight, that's great. Other than they want to hear what you're thinking about the game. What's at the top of the list? What you want to say above everything else right at the beginning.
You know, Homer, I hate doing this to you because I feel like I spoil your party sometimes, but it was one of 17 games they had to play. Now, I think what makes it significant is that they struggled with the Lions for the last 3 years, and they got a win at home, which they hadn't had a home game like that on the Matt LaFleur in some time. But I'm trying to temper my expectations is like 10 wins. We talked about this. But I think I don't want to be a Debbie Downer for a lot of people. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer for you, but I'm trying to temper my excitement of the Green Bay Packers, knowing that there's a lot more games to be played. Yes, I'm happy with the win. Yes, Micah Parsons looked really, really good. Yes, they showed a lot of different things defensively. Yes, you saw the effect of him. And yes, you know, it feels like Jordan Love can take another step, but it still remains to be seen.
That is different. I said it's over. The division is over.
Yeah,
I will be shocked if they don't win the division. Yeah. And I understand they haven't won it yet, but you've watched football.
Yeah, you do that.
This team.
You do that. You do that, Homer. And you do that, Homer. And the reason why you do that because
reaction.
When when they don't do that, when they don't do what you say that they should do, you get mad.
No, I won't get mad. I will be surprised, and I think that's an appropriate reaction. Looking at this team, they didn't even play that well. Looking at the defense as good as it is. Looking at how good the offense was even before they started running the ball. You should be disappointed. Upset doesn't seem. If they don't win the division, they're the best team in the division. It's clear already, and this isn't just this game, but knowing the players on the team. They should win the division.
This one game told you all that.
Yes, all of it. Well, no, going into the game, what's happened in the training and with the players they have and the added of Micah Parsons, and so there are other things. The team I thought would be good, but now the way they beat Detroit like Detroit used to beat Green Bay. It wasn't smart or fancy. They kicked their butt. Did they? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And they came out, tried to establish the run the Packers did, and the Packers weren't able to run the football much with Josh Jacobs, and they pretty much said, you know what, Jordan Love, you're going to have to beat us.
Yes.
And they put the onus on Jordan Love.
And he did.
He's going to make all the throws.
Yep.
And he did.
And then when they got ahead, they went back to running the ball again, and they did it better.
Right.
What would you have liked them to do? What would they have to do for you to be more positive than you are? Win 50-0? They beat them 27-6.
No, you're right. You're right. That last touchdown wasn't a touchdown.
Right.
I mean, it was a touchdown, but it didn't matter. Yeah.
No. They dominated. They made Detroit go down the field, all these little passes, and they were able to keep them out of the end zone. You can't ask the defense to do any more than they did. Maybe create more turnovers, but they gave up 2 field goals until the end. And look at the play that Detroit needed to score. That might go down as the best catch of the season.
Oh, that was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was incredible.
People don't know that you were a wide receiver coming into Wisconsin. Do you remember a catch like that? When you were playing, did people grab the ball with one hand the way they do now? I always feel that's the gloves and their stick 'em.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, that made it more prominent, right?
Yeah. I mean, did you make catches like that where you felt like they throw the ball and you'd go, I can catch you with one hand, no problem. Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, all the time.
All right. 1-800-990-3776. Gary, you are on with Gary on Green Bay Game Night. Let her fly.
I want to talk about, I'm a Wisconsin fan, and I want to speak for all the Wisconsin fans this weekend. The Miz pitched great. We won, swept the series. The Badgers did great, and the Packers dominated. That's a great weekend for Wisconsin fans. Let's celebrate. That's one. And then the other one is the cheap, we bullied a bully, and what did they do? They cheap shotted us, ripping a face mask off. Hutchinson cheap shot and glove, and then Tom getting hurt in that play. I mean, and then I think we got a face slap that they missed on one of our players. And the other thing is the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. I'm struggling with those things this year. I think we're going to have to be watching out for those. Because another thing that a ref's got to have an opinion on, and I just don't know if we want to do that more stuff on an opinion on a ref to make a call. Like, that was unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, that's...
I want to ask Gary, what do you think of what Gary just said?
Well, the taunting penalties is... they're showing emphasis on taunting this year, so they're going to throw the flag on that. I mean, that's just much like last year when they had the offensive linemen line up in the neutral zone, right? They called that a lot. So you're going to see these taunting penalties a lot here this year throughout the league.
No, I would say that I'm comfortable with the Packers not doing stupid, which they have kind of done in the past, but being able
I didn't think it was excessive. I didn't think it was excessive at all. So that's just what they're going to do this year. Yeah.
Yes, they're and the spitting didn't help.
Well, yeah, right. So they're on high alert right now.
1-800-990-3776. Maybe we can get Gary to be a little more positive. We'll find out next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credits plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and cola, refreshing Bacardi lime and soda, or a smooth spiced and cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Rum 40% alcohol by volume.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Whoa! What are these? Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Available in 2 great flavors. Cheesy garlic or pepperoni. Both delicious. Screamin' Sicilian doesn't play around. They're fully loaded breadsticks that come in their own bakeable tray.
Dang! Woo! These are next level. Are they the main course?
Nah, just the appetizer. Find Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Bring the party. Bring the flavor.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Cardless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776.
It started with a whisper.
time for Gary Ellerson to comment on some of the things on YouTube. It's very popular now. People like to watch us.
Okay.
Cheesehead Bucky was on, but couldn't wait long enough, so he hung up. He just wanted to say the secondary looked good today. The pass rush was definitely a big part of that, too. Gary Ellerson, your response.
Well, yeah, he's right. I think you saw the Micah Parsons effect. He's going to make everybody on that defense look better. I think you saw Lucas Van Ness get a sack. And if I believe it or not, I go back and look, but I thought Van Ness was kicked down inside, and he was on the same side as Micah Parsons. And Van Ness was able to get loose to get a sack because everybody's paying attention to Micah Parsons. The interception that Evan Williams got, Micah Parsons took a nice, hard inside move and got up in Jared Goff's face and made him throw that pass quicker than he wanted to. So I think a lot of guys are going to benefit. You may not see Micah, his stat line may not be the greatest or look that great, but he raises the level of a lot of other people that are on the field with him.
Next week will be more difficult with a very mobile Jaden Daniels. Next up for the Packers, the Washington Commanders. They defeated the Giants 21-6. Your response, Gary Ellerson, to that thought?
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels poses a different problem because Jared Goff is a statue in the, back there and in the pocket, and he doesn't want to move, so you got to get him off his spot. Jaden Daniels can throw the ball just as better than anybody on the run. And so you got to make sure that you got to be able to contain him. Now, years past, I think you saw Jeff Hafley do a deal where they just kind of circle the pocket and not let guys get outside them. They really never commit to go sacking the guy. I think with this defense, you got to let these guys go hunt. I mean, you got to let them be who they are. I don't think you should take a approach of, well, we're just trying to build a wall and not let them get outside and funnel everything up the middle. I think you got to let Micah Parsons be Micah Parsons. I'm
going to use that, and maybe you've used it before, but I like, you got to let those guys go hunt. Yeah.
Got to let them go hunt, man.
Got to let them go hunt.
Yeah.
Can't have them just circle the field and trap whatever. You got to let them go hunt.
No, you got to let them go hunt.
Yeah.
That's the kind of team you got right now.
I will remember that when I'm writing it down. We'll use that at various times.
You're right.
Did they let him go hunt?
You're right.
Gail in Fort Atkinson, you're on with Gary Ellerson. Let her fly.
Two things. Number one, I did not like Jacobs and Parsons being in there way late in the game when the game was literally over and you're taking a chance on getting someone hurt when you're so far ahead. And number two,
I want to agree with that. I know Gary can comment on it later. I thought the same thing. What the hell's going on? Come on.
And also, when Parsons was in there, they were double teaming him. There should have been penalties called because of the holding that they were doing on him. But at least it was opening up things more so for the other teammates anyway. But
hold on, Gail. I hate to interrupt again. I'm going to give credit to somebody who sent this on YouTube and said, I didn't see any offensive holding calls in any of the games. Maybe they're trying to loosen up on that. It's just 1 week, but I didn't watch that many games to where I feel like I can respond. But that's of note to watch.
But they were double teaming him so many times. It was unbelievable. So, that helps in other people to be able to get to the passer.
Yes. Gary Ellerson, was there anything that stood out to you about Micah Parsons? You've seen him play some with the Cowboys, but now anything jump out at you, or is it too short and he didn't really play that many plays?
Yeah, I think he was. I think the time that he was in, he was successful because he raised everybody else level up. I think he'll be better only because there was never any time for him to set up his tackle. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're playing 40 snaps or 50 snaps, you start playing the game within your tackles, and you set them up with different moves. When you're playing, here and there, you can't really set a guy up. So it felt like he was just going to do an inside rush, and try to be the guy with speed and quickness the whole game. So you still haven't seen his repertoire of what he can do. Second thing is, I know a lot of people compare him to Reggie White and all that stuff. He's no Reggie White.
I will never compare him to Reggie White.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not really that. He's not big. I'm just saying big like Reggie. But he's more explosive. His get-off is just unbelievable off the line of scrimmage. And
it's hard to block him.
Yeah. Yeah, his get-off is unbelievable. And he can get skinny, too. Like, he can get skinny in a hurry where he can get between blockers.
Explain that.
Well, he can just slide through holes he's almost like a running back where, little creases, he can just get through these little creases and be explosive and get to the quarterback. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does, because instead of just pushing through somebody, he has the ability to kind of get to their side and a smaller area he can get through, and you just don't see many people do that. He's incredibly elusive for a passer.
Where he's like a running back, where Reggie White was just brute power.
Yes. And fast.
This guy has some power, but he is super nimble at what he does.
All right, we have one here, and you can respond. Again, this is on YouTube. Don't underestimate the juice Goody brought to the team by getting Micah. This tells the team we're ready to go. No more young team and rebuilding. Your thought on that comment, Gary Ellerson?
Absolutely agree. They know that dude that they brought in, they know how good he is. Absolutely. That there is a juice aspect to that. And there's even more juice when a dude steps on the field, because everybody else benefit from that juice. Yeah, I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, I'm not trying to put this game down. I mean, I'm just trying to temper. They got a long way to go. I still think you haven't seen how good this football team can be, especially defensively. We're not even talking about, because we talk about Michael Parsons so much. I don't know. Did Quay Walker lead this team in tackles today?
No. The person who led in tackles by a huge margin, and we are going to get the stats, Cooper.
Okay. I thought Quay Walker probably played his best game as a Green Bay Packer.
Wow.
He was everywhere.
Because he was everywhere, and he was everywhere in the right place?
Right. I just thought that he just played well. I go back and watch the game when I get on tonight, but I heard his name a lot. I mean, I don't know. I think he had a couple tackles for losses. He may have had a total of 7 or 8. How many tackles did Cooper have?
I'm going to get it up. I think he had like 13 or 14.
They both played well as a tandem today. Just outstanding.
Yeah, there were very few plays in which the Lions got anything special. It's just 5 here, 3 here, something like that.
Cooper had 12 tackles.
He had 12 tackles, and he had 8 solo, I think. If I have that right.
Yep, 8 solos.
Yeah. All right, let's look at and Adrian Cooper, 12 total, 8 solo. Yeah. Quay Walker was third, 9 total, 6 solo, and he had 2 tackles for loss. So
that's a good day.
Yes.
And who was second then?
Second, Javon Bullard had 9, 7 solo.
Wow.
Rashawn Gary is of note because he had 7 total, but he had 3 solos, a sack and a half, tackle for a loss, and 3 quarterback hits.
Yeah, you're going to see his numbers go up.
Yeah, everybody feeling bad. I want to ask you about Parsons and another issue, but we'll take a break. More calls, 1-800.
Let's take a break.
990-3776 if you have a question or comment for Gary Ellerson. I have others always next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine Specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at Wish Fest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the Wish Fest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesch Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. In the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, this modern pizzeria delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. Whether you're craving a quick lunch or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza is your go-to downtown destination. Dine in, unwind, and savor flavor that hits just right. And here's a tip. If you mention Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. Learn more at stkatearts.com.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
But I'm thinking it's time for a change. Get out of your lane. The more that you stay there.
This is Green Bay Game Night. Winning is always fun. People can try to make it complicated. It's not. Winning is a blast. Losing stinks. Unless you know you're really good and you're going to win in the end anyway. Packers defeat the Lions, whooped them 27-13, but the real score was 27-6. That's the way they dominated, and that's giving credit to the defense on how well they played. With Gary Ellerson, Jason Wilde coming up later. Reed in Waterford, you're on with Gary Ellerson. Let her fly.
Hello?
Yes, Reed. Millions are listening. Go ahead.
What?
Millions are listening. Do you have a question or comment about the Packers for And 2, Gary Ellerson.
I have a comment on the Packers. I think the Packers are, like you said, going to win the division. Just taught my ton from this game. I was at the game. Micah Parsons brings a whole new level of energy to the Packers defense. They're going to go to the Super Bowl, and they're going to win the Super Bowl by a lot.
Yeah, they're going to win the Super Bowl by a lot. Gary Ellerson, say to Reed whatever you want to. Probably slow down, but I don't want to speak for you.
Slow it down, Reed.
What do you have to see to be as confident as Reed is?
It's one game, Homer.
Okay. On the best team that you were on, how many games, what percentage of the season did you need to say, we're kicking butt and taking names?
Well, I think as the season goes along, I mean, even after today, those guys in the locker room probably know that they're better than they were last year.
Yeah.
They probably just can feel it. You've talked about it. Micah Parsons brought some juice to that locker room that they didn't have. So they're feeling good about themselves right now in that locker room. And they beat a team that's been kicking their tail for the last 3 years. So they're feeling pretty good about that. I sense that there's something different, but you just don't know that until I think until you get it probably around mid-season. I think when you get into the 7th, 8th week, you kind of really know where you're going to be or what kind of team you are.
It's more than one game. You've seen it enough to go, every game now I have a confidence that they can do some of these things because they've done it.
Because now everything is on tape.
Right.
And then what's the counterpunch to that?
How will people counterpunch? Yeah.
Yeah. And then so what's your adjustment to that? And sometimes you go through a season where you just got no one's got your number because you're that damn good.
Yeah.
The Packers could
now
be.
We're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Right. The Packers could be just that damn good, but I need to see more.
Right. You need to see what other teams try and how they adjust to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Green Bay.
There's going to be an adjustment.
Yep. Jordan Love, 16 of 22, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, quarterback rating of 128.6. I think at half it was probably like about 141. Gary Ellerson, your thoughts on the play of Jordan Love?
I still thought he missed some throws, but I mean, everybody can't be perfect. You talked about his passer rating, that's pretty high. But I thought I think you're going to see him play better as the season goes along. I still think you haven't seen what all that they can do yet offensively. And teams are going to come in like they did today. I think the Lions says, okay, Jacobs not going to be the guy to beat us. Jordan Love, you got to show us something. And Matt LaFleur was able to go with that. And then you saw him in the second half. The first 3 plays out of the second half was, all right, let's establish Josh Jacobs. And it just didn't go like that until maybe like the late third, fourth quarter where they were able to get him established. Jordan Love's going to have to, and those receivers are going to have to carry this team because they're going to stack the line. They're going to get a lot of one-on-one man coverages out there because they don't think Jordan Love can do it.
Green Bay Packer rushing, Josh Jacobs, you alluded to him, 19 carries, 66 yards. I think that got better as the game went on.
Yeah, I mean, if you can pull up, what was his halftime number? That's the telltale sign, which means that Jordan Love had to do the bulk of the carrying there in the first half.
Yeah, that two-play series, somebody said it, I didn't say it first. They said that changed the game.
Yeah.
When the Packers went 65 yards in 2 plays, 17-3, and watch the defense.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was over, but I thought this is looking really good. 14 points is more than 14 because they were just scoring at field goals. All right. And now we'll get to the receiving. Romeo Doubs, 2 catches, 68 yards. Jaden Reed, 3 catches, 45 yards. I guess he wasn't as hurt as thought. Dontavian Wicks, 2 catches, 30 yards. He's hurt?
He's hurt.
Well, that's pretty good for being hurt then, right?
Yeah, it is. It's damn good, but he's hurt.
All right.
He's hurting bad. I don't know if he's going to be able to play the whole season, but he's hurt bad.
Would you rest him then some, or how do you?
Well, see how he does after the short week. He's got no noticeable limp. He's hurt.
Wow, I missed that noticeable limp to the same degree you did. All right, now the final comment from Gary Ellerson, or you can change your mind and say, Homer, you nailed it. It's over. The Packers are winning this division. Tauscher thought I'd gone a little far. I said 90%. 90% is how I feel the Packers win in the division. Not just that they beat Detroit, but the way they beat them is what is impressive to me. They Detroited Detroit.
Yeah, I'm not with you right now on how crazy you are about it. I mean, but I think a lot of fans probably feel the way you feel.
Well, but there's no way they could have done it. If they'd have won 50-0, you still would have the same reservation you have now. I need to see more because you like it as much as we do.
It's only one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do. But yeah, because it's only one game. I know what it's. I know how football is. It could change on a heartbeat. So I mean, and you look at the Green Bay Packers right now, they're coming off a short week. They'll be coming off of a short week, and so would Washington. But at least the game is at home. They got that going for them. You're playing another playoff team. Let's see how they stack these wins up.
All right. Gary Ellerson, let's see. The next thing you have is you have Potawatomi with Greg Matzek, right? Matzek, Monday nights.
So, yeah, so you guys can catch me tomorrow night at Potawatomi Sportsbook, where Greg Matzek will be right here on ESPN, where Greg Matzek and I will give you the 100,000 feet view of what we saw today. So basically, it's a show for people like you, where now you calm down, you went to sleep, and you wake up, and something else is on your mind. That's what that show is all about.
Oh, all right. People should look forward to Gary Ellerson. You can run him down almost everywhere. Potawatomi tomorrow night. Thanks, Gary.
Bye, bud.
Gary Ellerson, Packers win 27-13. I think the final score more appropriate was 27-6, as dominant as the defense was. Jason Wilde, next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run September 15th through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
For every athlete, every fan. Whether you're suiting up your team or rallying your fan base, Alpha Custom Apparel brings fresh, affordable designs to the field, court, or stands. We outfit schools, clubs, leagues, and fans with gear that turns heads and builds pride. Need uniforms, spirit wear, or fan merch in a hurry? Our quick turnaround and unbeatable Midwest-based service means you'll be ready for game day in style. Quality designs, comfortable fits, local service you can trust. Create with us at alphacustomapparel.com. To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Want to play your best golf ever? The Wisconsin Country Club just launched WCC Performance Academy, powered by Catalyst Golf Performance and Aritas Physical Therapy. TrackMan, 3D Motion, Miha EMS, everything to move better, feel stronger, and shoot lower scores. Train like a pro or like an athlete. Play pain-free. I'm ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Nights. Become a member at Wisconsin Country Club like I did. No assessments, no minimums, and a beautiful, challenging course and great corporate membership opportunities, plus tennis, pickleball, and a pool. Visit thewisconsincountryclub.com. Just a fairway away.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments. Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango. Bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Home practice is about to begin. Your daughter's new tap shoes? Loud. Your son's new tuba? Louder. But you got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft Greystone. So if you lose track of expenses buying some noise-canceling and sanity-saving headphones, we've got your back. You got this with $50 overdraft Greystone from Associated Bank. See AssociatedBank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Tune into the Rich Eisen Show weekdays from 12 to 2, right here on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
I fell for the devil's daughter. I jumped in, yeah, I drank the water.
First it was Mark Tauscher, then it was Gary Ellerson, and now the trifecta officially. Jason Wilde. Packers win 27-13. I see the final score would be more appropriate at 27-6. That's the whooping they put on the Lions and the dominance of the defense. But Jason will have the final word. Good evening, Jason.
Good afternoon, Stephen, or evening. How are you?
I'm fine. And your view, the first thing that you want to tell us of all that occurred regarding the Packers' whooping of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I mean, I think Micah Parsons was as advertised, right? Like, yeah, it took until late in the game for him to get the sack, but he, had a pressure on Evan Williams' interception. He generated some pressure and collapsed the pocket against a double team that allowed Lucas Van Ness to get his sack. And he only played, I had him for 28 snaps. I'm not sure exactly what the correct number is, but, imagine what he could be capable of when he's playing even more. And that was one of the things, that we focused on when they made this trade and paid him the king's ransom that they did, is that, the idea is him for not only to be great himself, but for him to elevate everyone around him, right? And you see Rashawn Gary gets a sack today. I'm not sure it's a direct correlation to him being on the team, but that's the kind of thing that they're hoping for as ancillary benefits beyond what a really good player he is. I was talking to Xavier McKinney afterward, and he had this great line about how you could put him out there and just tell him to stand there, and he still would have an impact, because if you're not getting ready for him, you're going to be in trouble as an offense. And he's right. You could literally just tell him, all right, just stand there for the play. And before the ball snapped, they have to be figuring out where he's at. So I just think that he was, a lot of times advanced billing does not live up to it when the reality arrives. And I thought he really did live up to it. And then on the offensive side of the ball, yes, did Jordan get bailed out on the interception he threw? Yes. Is that something that in the film room they will talk about and he'll have to be better on? Yes. Did it also lead to his right tackle getting hurt as he was jumping over Jordan after the shot that Jordan took from Aiden Hutchinson? All true. But I thought he was really, really good today. Like, I thought he was a lot more accurate. You know, he had the throw before the pick where I don't know if it was a no-look pass or he was just trying to throw the ball away, but Anzalone almost picked it on the right side. He was throwing it to Kraft, or maybe he was just throwing it away. But otherwise, how many times today did you look at him and go, well, that's not where you want the ball? Like, the throw to the Dobbs for 48 yards, the very next play, he puts it out there for Reed for the touchdown. He had another throw to Reed down the seam that was right on the money. Like, their first 4 third downs, he made big-time throws on all 4 of them. So, you know, I didn't know if the left thumb would be an issue, not with him throwing, but just his overall game. And it clearly wasn't. I thought he had a really, really good day. Obviously, I think Parsons had an impact. I love the fact that, you know, Josh Jacobs goes out there and he's got, 8 yards at halftime? And then he eventually wears down their defense. So, you know, they played against a team that has really had their number, right? I mean, they've won 5 of their last 6 against the Packers before today, and with the only win being the Thanksgiving win, I think. That was big time. That was really big. And so, again, we'll see what it means down the road, but I'm not sure you could have asked for a better start than what they got today.
Our injury report presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com today for info.
Yeah, not great. I mean, and we didn't get full updates, and I didn't, even though I did once again, quasi-annoy the head coach. I think he gets a kick out of it now. He likes to give me grief about it by asking a question after the final bell. I didn't ask about Darian Kennard. So what happened on their offensive line, as I mentioned, Zach Tom goes hurtling through space trying to not hit Jordan Love after Jordan Love's gotten whacked by Aiden Hutchinson, and he lands funny on his hip, has to leave the game. So Tom is out. They bring in Darian Kennard, who they acquired in that trade with the Eagles right at the end of camp. Then he plays one series, and then the next time they go out there, suddenly it's Anthony Belton at right tackle. In the meantime, they've also lost Aaron Banks, who I saw limping around on the sideline, and then he's out. So then it's Jordan Morgan, who's at left guard. They also had Bo Mountain leave with a shoulder injury, Brenton Cox leave with a hip injury. So they, you know, maybe these are all, you know, nicks and bruises on a normal week, but we're going to be right back here on Thursday for another game. So that's less than ideal.
Are you most worried about any?
Well, look, Tom and Banks are 2 of your starting offensive linemen, and let's be honest, their offensive line controlled the game, right? I mean, how often did you see Love even in harm's way today?
None, especially in the first half when they also weren't able to run the ball, but that didn't seem to have any effect on the passing game.
Yeah, so I thought their protection was great. So obviously, you know, Zach Tom was playing really well. I haven't watched the film yet, but, you know, obviously Zach Tom played pretty well against Aiden Hutchinson. The only time I noticed Aiden Hutchinson was when he was cheap-shotting Jordan Love.
Yes.
So that's not a good day for you. So that was big. So, yeah, I would say having 40% of your offensive line leave the game with injuries is less than ideal. So that would be my top concern.
You mentioned about Micah Parsons elevating others. How do you decide whether they just had a good game or if he elevated them? Or this is not just this week. It's going to be all year long. Or do you really not really care why? It just is.
No, I think I can. Like, all right, so, look, I really think Evan Williams is a really good player. Like, he's a really smart guy. You know, he really does remind me of a different Micah Hyde. And I appreciate Evan last year confirming that comparison because he said he would watch tape of Micah Hyde. He patterned his game after him. They both wear number 33 during their Packers career. Maybe he makes that interception anyway, but the pressure is generated by Micah Parsons. And I think we can all be honest about the Packers' pass rush last year. They had a couple of games where it was really good, but, I mean, the ridiculous stat to me is that the Packers finished last year with 45 sacks, which is more than Philadelphia. Whose pass rush would you rather have last year, the Packers or the Eagles? Clearly the Eagles, so that's why that stat can be deceiving, because, look, that play isn't a sack, right? That's why that's not the only measure of success of a pass rusher. Micah Parsons is in Jared Goff's face when he makes that throw. It's what results in the interception. And obviously Evan Williams has to make that play, but he gets an assist on that. The sack by LVN. The guy's got 7.5 sacks in 2 years. Does he get that sack without Micah Parsons drawing the double team? Maybe. But I think it's, I think it's hard to quantify how much of a difference a guy might make. But I think in the end, it's going to start to kind of just be a self-fulfilling prophecy, and all these guys are thinking, and I don't know, maybe that's part of it too. Like, you go into this game, if you're Rashawn Gary, whose sack I don't think was influenced at all by Micah Parsons. In fact, I'm not entirely sure if he was on the field or not for that play. But suddenly he's playing with more confidence, and he doesn't feel like he's, worn down by, I'm always going to have to face a double team because they view me as our best pass rusher, all that kind of stuff. So there's value in just his presence, and that's why I thought, McKinney's quote was so meaningful, because it's true. Like, just having him out there on the field, and think about the energy in this building. Like, the fact that Parsons told us that last night LaFleur called him and said, "Hey, I'm going to have him introduce you last, and we want you to feel that embrace." And this place was loud. Like, the press box, compared to the old place many, many, many years ago, when fans used to turn around and look at replays on the TV and bang on the windows where I was sitting, it's more sterilized. Like, the sound, you don't experience the sound the same way, and it was loud. Like, I could even hear it pretty clearly in the press box. So, the fans reacted when he came out. They reacted when he came onto the field for his first snap, and they certainly reacted on the sack, which it was really fun to hear LaFleur and Love, who were on the sideline, and the play was coming toward them. They could both see what was about to happen to Jared Goff. Jared Goff had no idea what was going to happen to him. And to hear their perspective on that was really fun.
Micah Parsons seems to be so happy to be in Green Bay. I don't know how accurate that is based on how he generally was in Dallas, and there have certainly been other players who come to Green Bay and then talk about things regarding Green Bay they like. What is your perception of Micah Parsons' comments about being so happy and the way everybody is and they treat him and that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a new relationship, right? Like, it's been a really long time since I was dating, but people who date still, I don't know, we can ask, our younger teammates, like Will, there's an excitement in a new relationship, right? And this relationship not only comes with that new excitement of a new team and people that are really excited to have you here, but they also paid you $188 million. So he should be excited to be here, right? They're treating him like a king. And he played like one today, or a queen, I should say, since he used the comparison on chessboard. But again, to balance things out, there are people in Dallas that have said that he can be a less than stellar locker room guy, that he might be selfish, or he isn't the type of teammate that you would like him to be. Now, again, he gets a fresh start, right? Like, he gets to be whoever he's going to be when he's here. It doesn't really matter who he was in Dallas. Now that he's here, though, I got news for you. There's going to be games where he's not going to be dominant. There's going to be games that they lose. There may be a game where he's at the point of this season where he's playing down in and down out, and they run right at him, and he struggles as a run stopper. I don't think he's as bad as he's been advertised at that, but that's not his biggest strength. He may have a bad game. they could lose a couple of games in a row. So, and then we'll see how he is. Like, the old saying about how adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. Well, let's wait and see when they face adversity how he handles it. Is he gonna say something? I don't know if he's doing his podcast anymore. I don't know what the schedule is, but he had the line at the end of the week or when we were talking to him during the week about trick plays. I got news for you. The Lions are a good team. They didn't look like one today, but they're not just smoke and mirrors and trick plays. The Packers just beat the crap out of them. They stopped the run. I mean, they finished with 46 rushing yards. They got after Goff. Their defense played a really, really good football game, and he was a meaningful part of why they played at that level. But, again, it's one game. It was definitely a statement game. As a fan, you should be absolutely excited about the potential and what this could say about where they could go. And we could be sitting here in late January planning our travel to Santa Clara. But as Jordan Love put it, that's a long way down the road. But what I think it did do, and I loved what Jordan said today, I think what it did was they were confident that they were a good team. And they felt like adding Parsons made them even better. But even if you believe something, you want to be able to get justification and confirmation of it. And so to beat a team that has had as much success as the Lions, regardless of the changes in coordinators or whatever else you want to blame it on, to get a performance like this, I think, is exactly what you wanted, because it is confirmation that, hey, we got this going in the right direction. Now, there's a long way to go in that direction, but I can't imagine that there's much else they could have asked for from the first game of the season against an opponent of this caliber for them to perform the way they did.
And lastly, I think I have it right as far as what Mark Tauscher said. This just feels different. And he was relating to the belief that this could be more of a defensively led football team, and that hasn't happened that often in Green Bay in recent years.
Yeah, I mean, look, he was on the 2010 team. I was a little disappointed in him. He didn't even wave to the crowd. He got one of the loudest ovations of anyone from that team that was introduced, and when he kind of came out, he almost looked shy, which I didn't know he was capable of. I'm going to have to get after him tomorrow about that. But he knows this. That was a great defensive team that he was on. They were second in the league in scoring defense, I think fifth in the league in yardage. They had Charles Woodson. They had Clay Matthews. They had B.J. Raji. They had Cullen Jenkins. But I'm not sure that was a defensive-led team. I think that was just a really good defense. And then they had a still growing stud young quarterback. And I would say Rodgers was better in his third year as the starter than I think Love is starting at, but that doesn't mean he's not going to end the season in the same place. So there was also a year, God, who was it? Who was it against? Was it in 19, I think, when Rodgers was doing a post-game interview? I think
he said that we have a defense this year.
And he said, we've got a defense now, yeah. And then it turned out they didn't really have a defense, right? And so I think we have to be a little bit careful about getting carried away there, but no doubt, very encouraging signs. And it's only going to, if they stay healthy, it's only going to get better, because Micah Parsons is going to have a greater and greater role. They're going to find even more creative. I mean, I was actually impressed with how many different spots he lined up in. Like, I didn't think that he lined up mostly over Penei Sewell at left defensive end against the right tackle. But, he lined up inside a couple times. They're going to be able to do a lot of stuff with him. And, again, they think they've got a pretty good defense, or they had a pretty good defense before he got here. But they are absolutely on that side of the ball brimming with confidence. And so if they play at the level that Tausch thinks they're capable of, then, yes, they are going to be a dominant defense, and the offense will be the one complementing them as opposed to the other way around, which is how it was for most of the time here with Favre and Rodgers.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, Homer, have a good night. Take care. Be good.
Jason Wilde, all Packers all the time. You go to the app, ESPN Wisconsin, and find out all the million of ways that you can get information about the Packers from Jason Wilde. 1-800-990-3776. If you have the guts to be the final caller, I'll close it out after this timeout. It is Green Bay game night. The Packers put a whooping on the Lions. The final score, 27-13. The game was a 27-6 whooping. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Balaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Is your roof underperforming? Saggy shingles, leaky spots? Sounds like someone needs a little Evandale roofing. They don't just patch things up, they go all the way. Tight, sealed, satisfied. It's the kind of roof that'll have your neighbors going,
now that's a roof.
Evandale Roofing. They get on top so you don't have to. Call now. Your house deserves it.
College students, are you looking to make your campus living more comfortable, functional, and fashionable this year? Let IKEA help. From innovative storage solutions and furniture to maximize your space, to fashionable bedding and accessories to make it uniquely yours, IKEA is helping make college living truly inspired by you. And now, qualified college students can save even more with 15% off their IKEA purchase when they sign up for IKEA Family for free. Visit IKEA Oak Creek, IKEA Schaumburg, or check out the Ready for College section on IKEA.com/US to learn more.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Aging well means staying healthy, active, and independent. To age well, we need to take care of our bones. 10 million Americans have osteoporosis, a hereditary disease that makes bones weak and more likely to break. Thankfully, we can all take simple steps to improve our bone health at any age. Eat a healthy diet that is rich in calcium and vitamin D. Get regular weight-bearing exercise, which means on our feet. Get bone health tips at pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Don't you love it? Don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. just a little now, and I don't wanna cry no more.
Yes, Green Bay Game Night. Can't do better than this. I would like the Packers for making Green Bay Game Night very easy to do, 27-13. Let's see. We had Cheesehead Bucky, who talked about being on the show, and then he hung up last minute. But he made some excellent points that are really the play of the inside linebackers was outstanding today. Cooper, no, the Rashawn Gary had the best overall numbers in terms of the stats of all the different things he said. Need Wilde to tamp down this enthusiasm. No, it's an appropriate reaction. He's not overreacting. I will be shocked if the Packers don't win the division. Not just beating Detroit, the way they beat them, as Tauscher alluded to, the defense and the strength of the defense. Who's going to win the division? Who's better than the Packers over 17 games? Nobody. And that's huge because it creates the seeding situation much better. So the game next Thursday, and yes, as alluded to here on YouTube, somebody on YouTube said I need to take a nap. No, that's not true. I'll take a nap at 10. Next week will be more difficult with a very mobile Jaden Daniels. It's hard for me when the other person's talking. I don't feel like I'm supposed to look into the camera or whatever. I don't understand that. I can be doing something else or looking up a stat or something, and so maybe it looks like I'm asleep or just falling asleep. At some point, I probably will fall asleep, and you'll know it. There won't be a need to say need a nap. Outstanding. Packers win Thursday. It's the Commanders, and they defeated the Giants 21-6. Yes, it's an appropriate reaction. Shocked if the Packers don't win the division, given all the information about them and how they performed today. ESPN National, aren't they next?
Yep.
You never know for sure. The analysis might be ready to come on.
It'll be
at
game
any
night.
time.
Game night.
Game night on ESPN. That is Will, you're the producer for this, right?
Yes, sir. Game day and game night.
I can guarantee you only one thing. I will never ask about your dating.
That's fair. I actually appreciate that. I'd rather you not ask me about my dating.
I even if you said you wanted me to, I still wouldn't do it.
It's fair. I'm happy that you said that.
Okay, well, that's good.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
We're not in agreement. I'm in agreement with only one person, me. So that's nice, but whatever you choose to talk about, it's fine. But I don't really have much interest in your dating.
It's fair. I didn't expect you to.
Yeah. ESPN National Game Night. Not dating. Next.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee,